Good morning. What's up, my good peoples? How y'all feeling today? What is today? It's Thursday, right? Beautiful day in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Okay, check this out. I don't know about y'all, but life gets hard. It's difficult at times. Throws some struggles at you, some curveballs and all that kind of stuff, right? Let me take the specs off for a minute. You know, and at the end of the day, it's all about how you choose to handle everything that you're dealing with. I mean, I know some situations are a lot harder than others, a lot stressful than others, but it's still your mindset versus the situation itself, and how you choose to go through it, and I guess you're going to say grow through it, right? I have some tips for that. And I think if you know me, you know that my biggest thing is that if you change your mind, you will change your life. I believe that with every letter in that phrase. I know it to be true. I see it on a day-to-day basis. I live it on a day-to-day basis. I teach it as much as I can, right? I believe wholeheartedly. Like some people might not believe in motivation or whatever, like it's worthless because of it's only good for a little high, but it doesn't take you through. Well, I don't believe that. I believe it's motivation and inspiration, and you need the two hand in hand. I'll say this: motivation is an external push. Inspiration is an internal pull. Right? I've talked about that, but I'll go into that later. But anyway, in this thing called life, you need to keep your mind in the right position. And that's the right position to go and deal with anything that you will face when it gets hard, when you're struggling, when it's difficult, when you want to cry, when you want to break down, you got to have the right mind. So what's practical things that you can do throughout your day to set yourself up to win, to be proactive in this negative world that we in, right? So like, for example, for myself, I start every day prayer. I read the Bible verse of the day. I read my devotional for the day. I have the Secret app. I read whatever the day's daily little messages from the Secret. I get dressed and all that on my way to work. Gospel music. Once I get my truck and everything, I leave to head out on my route. A whole gospel music, a whole playlist of gospel music. When I'm finished with that, I have a motivational musical playlist that I listen to. You know what I'm saying? It's got upbeat, positive, fun music on there. It's got some audio tracks on there. Not only that, whatever podcast I might be listening to throughout the day, it's all positive stuff feeding myself. Not to mention whatever other positive things that I'm reading and things like that, right? I make sure I pray in the morning before the day is finished, right? These are all the things that I do to prepare myself every day. And see, I've done these things so much now that it's habit. I'm at the point now that I don't have a negative mindset about anything that I go through. Even as bad as it gets, I find the positive in it. I see the upside to it real quick. And it helps me manage the day. It helps me manage stress. It helps me just deal with this thing called life, because the biggest choice that I have decided to make in life is to not let life's circumstances and situations and bullshit that it will hand you in the hard times and the difficulty. I choose to not let that stuff dictate and rule my life by letting my emotions and a negative mindset get wrapped up around it and take me out of my character and throw me off of the ultimate goal of whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing out here. This video, talking to somebody in the street, whatever that thing is. Like, I will not let life beat me down like that. You might gut check me. You might knock the wind out of me for a second, but I'm going to get my air back. And I'm not even going to say you're going to knock me down, because to knock me down means you're going to put me down to my knees, or you might put me down on my back. I'm at the point now where I try to stay prepared, so where you might just knock that wind out of me. I might bend over for a little bit, but I'm going to pop right back up once I catch my air, right? So I just want to leave you with that. I want you to think about that. What's your routine? What do you do daily to energize and motivate yourself in a proactive way to handle life, to handle your day? Let's just take it one step at a time, to handle the next minute. Because hell, you're gonna get up in the morning, you gotta get the kids ready. That's troubling all by itself. You're gonna wake up in the morning, you gotta get yourself ready. That's troubling all by itself. Then you gotta get in traffic. Then you gotta get to work. Like all of these different things, one after another, can have these bad effects on you. So you gotta prepare yourself and you gotta be ready for that. So get yourself in a proactive state so that you can handle these things. And when they come up, you got it beat already before it even got to you. Chess, not checkers, right? Chess, not checkers. Moves ahead, not just a move in front of you. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. You don't know me, I'm Miguel Brain. I'm out of here. I think my lunch break is almost over with. I'll check y'all later, all right? Y'all have a blessed day. See y'all soon.